Gennady and Nadezhda rent a flat in Moscow's outskirts. They often argue about politics. Gennady is a fan of Vladimir Putin, but Nadezhda will vote for another candidate. Gennady owned a real estate agency in the past. He had to close it because of financial problems. Now he works as a manager. He would like to go back into business.
Я недавно просчитывал одну бизнес-идею.
I had one business idea and came to the conclusion that this is absolutely unrealistic. The interest rate, if I manage to get a loan, is huge. It's 13%. It's impossible. What kind of business can afford this?
Gennady and Nadezhda only agree on one thing in their discussions. It's time to give way to small and medium-sized businesses in Russia.
We need cheap loans and simple ways of registering enterprises to give people a way to earn money.
The share of small and medium businesses in Russian GDP is around 20%. Vladimir Putin has said that number should double by 2025. But there are obstacles in the way of many businesses. Director of the Economic Policy Programme at Carnegie Moscow Center, Andriy Moschan, explained the problems.
Taxes on small and medium-sized businesses are growing. Plus, the number of inspectors is increasing, and the market is shrinking as incomes of the population fall. It's become harder and harder for businesses to sell their products.
Anton Samoylov owns a company which produces IT security software with an annual turnover of over 1 million euros. The Russian state has lowered taxes for IT businesses, and this is a big plus for him. The star project of his company is a software that makes every printed document unique. But many foreign markets are closed to his company.
It is very difficult for us to enter any Western market because of the political situation, because of the sanctions and accusations of interference in the US elections.
Sanctions became an incentive for most of the participants of this Made in Russia cheese fair in Moscow. Most businesses started 3 years ago. But the cheese is expensive, 10 to 50 euros per kilo.
The introduction of sanctions certainly stimulated us. We produce a small amount, 200 kilograms of cheese per month, but we're planning to increase production.
Lyubov and Viktor Gorbachev work from dusk till dawn and invest all the money in the family business. They produce 40 types of soft handmade cheese, which is served in some of Moscow's best restaurants.
It's hard for us. Our clients are used to foreign cheese. We try to convince them that our cheese is not inferior.
To get a closer look at small businesses developing away from cities, we went to a village 160 kilometers away from Moscow. 3,000 people living here, and many of them work for private company Metcomplex, which produces metal constructions. The owners of the company show us around. They employ 40 people and have an annual turnover of 1.5 million euros. But there are challenges.
After the ruble weakened, the cost of consumables and spare parts for imported factory machines increased. So it strongly affected the cost of our production.
Nevertheless, Kirill is very optimistic regarding the future of his company. He believes the only way for SMEs in any country, including Russia, is to work hard.
I really want the authorities to treat small businesses as a pillar of Russian economy.
Wielder Alexander Mozorov came to Metcomplex right after his army service, and it's his first job. His wife Irina is an accountant at the local school. They rent a small apartment and earn around 400 euros a month. They say they're happy, but that life gets more and more expensive.
Сходить в магазин.
You go to a shop. Before, you could get a whole bag full of goods for 14 euros. Now it seems as if you just threw your money away. So it would be great if salaries increased.
It is better to become the entrepreneur.
Alexander and Irina dream big. They want to buy their own house, and Irina has a clear idea of how to make their dreams come true.
He has golden hands, and now I want to put these hands into good use.
I would like to work for myself.
Aren't you afraid of risks?
You need to try, at least.
Yes. No risks means no champagne.